tragic story all around on that. In the meantime, some say he was a monster, others calling Osama bin Laden an Arab warrior. Some Muslims holding funerals for him, along with some anti-American rallies like this one in Pakistan. You're about to hear from a woman, perhaps 25 years old, saying that the U.S. is all wrong about bin Laden's role as a terrorist.
I'm sad for him.
You're sad for him? He was a good Muslim?
Yeah.
But the things that they say he did, the terror acts?
This is what you guys think.
Dr. Zuhdi Jasser is president and founder of the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, live in Arizona today. And Doctor, good morning and welcome back here.
Good morning, Bill.
What explains the difference in attitudes toward bin Laden? I don't know who that woman was. She strikes me as a 25-year-old, college-educated, bilingual woman who clearly does not believe bin Laden is a terrorist.
Yeah, I think as we close the chapter of bin Laden now finally, and as we get closure and victory over him, we have to look at the fault lines. The fault lines are ideological. There are many Muslims, the vast majority in America, and most that I've talked to are elated and feel that bin Laden has targeted Muslims primarily, actually. He's killed thousands and thousands, if not hundreds, of Muslims around the world. But on the other hand, you've got a significant population that follow him and feel that he is somehow victim. I'll tell you, not only in some of the street in Pakistan, but in England yesterday, the head of the Muslim Brotherhood, Kamal Helbawi, was on Al Islam TV in London saying that the Shaheed, the martyr, we hope he's praised in heaven. He said he was framed by America. So just even in our area of the world, you've got Brotherhood types, and the fault line, Bill, is not the individual, but the ideology. They view America as anti-Islam, anti-Islamism, and they will do anything to paint a picture because they are afraid of freedom, afraid of what we bring to the table for their communities, which is free markets and anti-theocracy. So we have to reboot our strategy now as we look at where we're going. So this is not about bin Laden.
So you're saying that this is a guiding ideology that leads people to think, even today, that bin Laden's he's a good guy. I mean, that's what we're hearing from some.
Yeah, he's simply an icon. I mean, there's a certain percentage, 10, 20, that believe that it was an inside job, that they paint some conspiracy theories because they want to hold on to their team. What's their team? Those that want to create Islamic states around the world, those that are members of the Organization of Islamic Conference that believe in hegemony of the Islamic majority countries over the West. And we've been missing in action in that war of ideas on Islamic media, whether it's Al Jazeera or GeoTV in Pakistan. We have not got our ideas of freedom into there, so the streets have been affected by this sense of victimization of the West, and they will use incidents like this to say that, well, he was just a victim, he had to hide in a cave, etc., etc. And even though they may not like his tactics, they still stand by him in a tribal, familial way because he's part of them and not part of us, and us Muslims in the West.
Right. It may be that the local internet sites in Pakistan, for example, or the newspapers are influencing people like that woman to say what she said. But we're also hearing from others in that same town of Islamabad saying that it's a good thing that he's gone. He terrorized our people. He brought more carnage to our country than anywhere else in the world, including the United States. They get it. So obviously within that culture itself, there's a disconnect.
Absolutely, and this is the battle of ideas. There are many of us in the West that are trying to establish organizations to counter Al-Qaeda directly, to counter Hamas, to counter the Brotherhood, and counter these ideas from within the Muslim consciousness to say that, you know what, we're on the side of freedom, we're on the side of the American and Western military that brought him to justice and want to bring these radicals to justice because they're simply part of a symptom of an underlying ideology that's destroying our societies in Pakistan, in Saudi Arabia, in Syria, in Egypt, all over the world, where theocrats want to control our community, and the vast majority of Muslims don't want to live in that kind of theocracy, but rather in the type of society our families came to in America, here in the land of freedom.
Well stated, Doctor. Thank you for coming in today. It just struck us yesterday when we listened to that woman with Greg Palcott saying, I'm sad for him. He was a good Muslim. The terror acts, that is what you guys think. Now, it's hard to say whether or not that's a majority opinion, but that was hers anyway, Doctor. And we'll speak again, okay? It's good to have you on.
Thank you.
Dr. Zuhdi Jasser out of Phoenix. Allison?
All right, facial recognition.